Hello, my crafty friends. I hope you're having a bootastic day. Welcome to the 13 Days of Halloween Series 2020. This is hosted by my goblins and ghoul friends, Rosa Kelly Scrapbooking, Michelle Randolph from Shabby Chic Chick, and yours truly, Robyn Pitts with Sir Chauncey Rocco Creative Designs. Over the next 13 days, we will share our Halloween inspirations, spooktacular projects, fun tutorials, and we'll also be giving away fun prizes. To participate, you must be 18 years or older, a U.S. or international resident, and you must be a visible subscriber to all 3 channels. Also, you must like and leave a comment for each video. We will be randomly selecting the winner on any of the 13 days, so you want to make sure that you watch each video and leave a comment. To kick off this series, I'm excited to share my first project, which are these darling Witch Hat Topiaries. I created this using a digital file by SVGCUTS, which is from their Catacomb Manor SVG kit. The paper collection that I used is a Halloween collection by Anna Griffin, and I also used paper from an older Pebbles collection that I had in my stash. These topiaries measure 18 inches from the top to the bottom. The base of the cup measures 3.5 inches. As you can see, I've blinged this out with this beautiful rhinestone, and I've used 2 different papers. I've used a black glitter cardstock and then this beautiful black printed damask, which is from the Anna Griffin collection. I have these fun spiders that are crawling up the hat, and for the body I used a black faceted gemstone. On the front, we have this fun layered flower, and in the center, I used a pearl brad. And to complement this large flower, I did flank it with white roses and floral spray on either side. To finish it off, I added this beautiful organza bow with black lace. On the bottom, I have a black wooden dowel that I painted. I did purchase the wooden dowels from Michael's, and they are the 7/16 inch dowels. They come in a 3-foot length, and each of them have a 16-inch dowel in the center. On the base, I have outlined the cup with more rhinestone trim, and I heavily inked the bottom of the cup to give it a very spooky feel. And then I finished it off with this fun black crinkled paper. So let me give you a closer look. Here you can see this beautiful rhinestone. You can see the fun spiders, the beautiful mixture of the black glitter and this damask paper. Here's that lovely ribbon. And here is the base of the cup. Now that I've given you an overview of these Witch Hat Topiaries, I'm going to grab my materials so that we can make this together. I'll be right back. I have gathered the materials to make our Witch Hat Topiary. In your file, you will receive the hat, which looks like this. You'll have 2 pieces like this. This is the brim and this is the bottom of the hat. You'll have some decorative layers, and then you'll have the cup and the inside liner as well as the base. And then you'll also have these spiders and several layers of flowers. To make this project, you'll need some flower foam. You'll also need a wooden dowel. This is 7/16 of an inch and it measures 16 inches. I did paint this with a black matte paint, and this will be used to hold the topiary up. So let's begin. You want to take this piece. I've gone ahead and gently folded along the score lines. You have this flap here. We're going to put glue here, and then we are going to attach it just like so that we close up the tree. I'm going to put an ample amount of glue here, and then we're going to close this up just like so. You want to make sure you get the edges lined up here on the bottom. Now that we have the topiary closed, we're going to turn this over and we're going to put glue on each of these tabs. You want to make sure that you get the glue all the way out to the edge so that when you put the base on, there'll be a nice strong adhesion. Okay, now we want to grab this piece and we're going to attach it on the bottom. So what you want to do is align this piece right up to each of these sections. So I'm going to start with one side first, make sure that's attached, and then slowly work my way around, and you'll see that this goes into place fairly easily. Now that we have this piece in place, we're going to grab this piece, which is the brim of the hat, and we're going to glue this onto the base. And you want to make sure that you align the circles just like so. That is where the dowel is going to be inserted. Okay, we're going to line this circle up just like so, so that the circles meet. We're going to give that a nice firm press. Now that we have our brim on, we can add our decorative panels. There are 8 panels in total, and I've alternated between this black glitter and this black damask. So this will go on just like so. I'm going to start with this black glitter paper. Okay, so I'm going to finish gluing on the rest of these panels. I have glued on all of the decorative panels, so we can put this aside. You want to grab your decorative cup layer, and I've already gone ahead and distressed this with black ink. I've folded in all of these tabs here on the bottom, and on this side there are 3 score lines. You don't want to bend that. That is just a marking that shows us where to glue our paper. So we're going to glue it right up to the score lines here. So I'm going to put glue right up to the score lines. I'm going to fold this over and I'm going to attach it right up to the score line. I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to make sure that I securely attach this inside panel. You want to make sure that you spread out the glue as evenly as possible so that you don't get any glue marks inside. Okay, and then take your fingers and just smooth out this edge. When doing the base, it's best to have a busy pattern, because if you do have those glue marks on the inside, then you really won't be able to see them as much. So now let's turn this over. And we're going to put a dab of glue on each of these tabs. And then we're going to glue this bottom piece on. And you want to start at one side, let that attach, and then slowly work your way around. And then you want to take your bone folder and make sure that you press down all of the tabs. Okay, now we want to take our liner, and I've just cut this out in black paper, and we're just simply going to fold this just like so. And I'm going to put this piece on the opposite side of where these pieces are joined, and it gives the cup a little bit more stability. Then you want to take this piece and you can just drop it in on the bottom, and it should be a nice fit. Grab some river rocks, and the reason we need these is because this piece can get a little top heavy, and so we want to make the base a bit more stable. So I'm going to take out some rocks here. So what I want to do is have nice flat pieces, and I think I'm going to take about 4 or 5 pieces. Let's see, let's just fit them in here. I think I can fit another piece in there. Okay, so we've got 5 pieces in there. And then we're going to put the foam on top. But before we do that, I want to glue the river rock to the base of our cup so they won't move around. So I'm just going to put a little glue here and just drop it in just like so. Now we can attach the foam, and I'm just going to put some hot glue on the bottom. I'm just going to center that inside just like so. Now if you like, you can put additional pieces of foam just to fill this out. I have some scrap pieces of foam, and I'm just going to fit these in just around the side. Now I want to make the flower. In your file you will receive 5 layers for the flower. I have just taken a pen and I've curved each of these petals. I've also inked it with black soot. These are going to be layered just like so. There's a little circle here in the center, and that's where we're going to put our brad. So you want to make sure that they're off-centered slightly. And then we're just going to layer these on. This piece here has little score marks. You want to pinch these, give a little bit more body. Okay, and that's going to be layered just like that. And we have this piece. All of these pieces have been curved and inked. And so I am taking this decorative brad. I'm going to attach each of the flowers to the brad. And as I add the layers on, I'm making sure that each of the layers are offset from the next layer. So that gives the illusion of a more full flower. Curve the flower, and then I'm just going to take my fingers and just go like this, and it gives it even more texture. Next we have our spiders. There are 5 spiders. I've cut mine out in black glitter, and I've simply added a black gemstone. Before I attach the dowel to my hat, I want to further embellish this with some rhinestones, and then I'll be back to finish the assembly. I have glued on these rhinestones, which I think add a really lovely touch to it. Now what I want to do is take the dowel, and we're going to stick it into the base of the hat. You want to make sure it goes all the way to the top, and it's a nice snug fit. And then we are going to push this dowel into the center of the foam. And I think I'm going to add a few more stones on the top just to give it more stability. And so I'm just going to put glue all over the top here. And I'm going to place the rocks here on top. And since they're flat, you won't be able to see them through the crinkled paper. And now what we can do is add our crinkled paper. And I'm just going to put more hot glue on top of these rocks here, just so that the paper has something to attach to. I'm just going to take these crinkled paper that I purchased from the Dollar Tree, and we're just going to put it on top here. Now I'm going to add the flower, and I'm going to add it over here to the side. A little hot glue on here. Then I have this bow, and this is going to go right on the side over here. I like this oversized bow, and I think it adds a nice pop of color. I'm going to finish adding the roses and the filler and the spiders, and then I will be back with the final reveal. These are the finished Witch Hat Topiaries that I've created. I love the way this project turned out, and I can't wait to feature it on my fireplace mantle. This concludes day 1 of my 13 days of Halloween projects. Hopefully I inspired you with fun and creative ideas. If you like this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, be sure to join me tomorrow for my next spooktacular Halloween project. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now, and happy Halloween.